My name is Jay Maston, and I'm going to speak to you about BridgePark. BridgePark is a community centre in northwest London. It's a bit of land that we, the people, own. It's modern land. It's an actual leisure centre. It's a commercial centre. It's business units. It's worth over £50 million, and we, the community, built it, designed it, and own it. And Brent are trying to sell it, and I'd like to get your help in saving that land. BridgePark is ours, it belongs to the people, and we have land and assets worth £50 million upon which we can develop and build and change the dynamic of regenerate our own community, our London community, our Brent community, and our British community. The British black community has very little assets at the moment that we can be able to for the community, and BridgePark is something that I would like you to help us to save. BridgePark is something that I'd like you to work with us. Brent, in 1982 we bought that land. We bought it with the help of the GLC, with the help of the Department of Environment, and the help of Brent. And when I say their help, they applied in our name for grants that only we could get, community grants specific to projects of our nature, and it was called an urban program grant. And that money was applied for in our name, and we were successful in getting that money. And Brent Council acted as our hosts, acted as our custodians, our custodian trustees, to help us to get the grant. And they held the money, and they paid for the land on our behalf, and they paid suppliers, the developers, on our behalf. That building was then built. Brent promised us that that land would be retained for ourselves. They gave us a covenant that said that land would be retained for our use, and it would not be sold. It would be retained in that way. And Brent has worked since 1982 to undermine us by trying to get rid of that covenant, and now they're actually trying to sell that building. And BridgePark at the moment has 42 business units. It has 2 gyms. It has a full badminton court, a number of courts on it. It has a leisure centre. It is a complete leisure centre. It has conference rooms. It has 2 restaurants. It has a fully fledged music centre, and it was Brent's first national standards gym. So that's how big BridgePark is. It's 3.5 acres of land, and Brent is trying to sell that off to a company that's planning to invest £800 million on the land, and Brent is selling it off to them. That's nearly £1 billion they're going to spend on the land, and Brent is selling it off to them at below £13 million. It's somewhere between 6 and £13 million. They won't even give us that price that they're truly planning to sell it for, because it's so embarrassing. We're asking for your help because the land belongs to us, and we do not want to sell that, Brent to sell that land. We want to develop it ourselves, and we want to retain it and develop it for our community, because it is currently an active centre doing all the things that I've just mentioned to you, and Brent want to sell it. Brent has run it down systematically. They've taken control of it, and they're running it down systematically, and now finally they've made an attempt to sell it. It's a beautiful building, it's a beautiful bit of land, and we want to knock down the building, yes, we want to develop the land, but what we're going to put there in place of it is a true vision. It's going to be our answer to the regeneration of our community. It's going to have Europe's largest African and Caribbean centre, and it's going to shopping centre. It's going to have a retail. It's going to be the headquarters for the British Black Retail Group. It's going to be the headquarters for the British Black Buying Group. It's going to also be a distribution centre for distributing our goods and movement right across the country. So all our black cities and areas, all the black and urban groups right across the UK can now have an opportunity to deal with each other, because we'll have our own distribution group and supply chain. BridgePark, what we want to retain BridgePark. Brent is trying to sell it to a group called General Mediterranean Holdings, and that group, they're a large foreign entity, and what Brent are trying to do, they're trying to sell, well, they're not trying, they've actually made an attempt to sell it, as I said, which we have blocked, and they want to sell it for a measly amount. And what the General Mediterranean Holdings want to do on the land, they want to build 600 houses, flat residential houses only, and give our community only 30 of those 600 houses. It's 3.5 acres of land. They want to put a hotel there. They want to build 600 flats, open market properties, and office space. We don't need a hotel. We don't need 600 flats going to the open market. We need 600 flats in our community. We need places for our people to live, places to regenerate, and it's our land. We want to retain it. We don't need any more commercial office space that's just laying empty around the Park Royal, Wembley and BridgePark area. There's so many offices empty, and they're not being utilized, and they want to build more offices. There's so many hotels empty. Only 35%. The average occupancy for that area between Wembley, Hanger Lane and Brent Cross is 35%. We do not need any more hotels in the area. Please, Brent, do not sell our building. We will resist you on that. Work with us. You want to only give us back, after taking 3.5 acres of the land we bought and built such a beautiful centre as a BridgePark centre. You want to give us back a gym and a swimming pool, and you want to take that land and do so many things. We're asking you to work with us. We're asking you to halt the sale and stop taking us to court with community money. You're taking the community to court, to the High Court, with its own money. How could you be working with GMH to take the community to court with the community's money? We're asking you, Brent, please rethink. Leave the building in the hands of the African and Caribbean community. Work with us to develop it. Work with us on the ideas that we have. Work with us in all areas. But we're asking you, the people, to help us to bring that awareness to right across the country, bring that awareness to the young people that we have a solution. We have alternatives that we want to build, self-sufficient alternatives that will allow us to run BridgePark without any grants, without any need for any money. We will have enough money to develop the land and put it together with our ideas. We've got the support of the building companies, we've got the support of the community, we've got ideas and community architects that will work with us on a commercial side. So please, if you're a young person out there, please come and help us. We're looking for your help. If you are a celebrity or VIP, please get on board with us. If you're an MP or a councillor for our area or right across the UK, please let us have your support. If you're a celebrity, please lend us your support. If you're legal counsel, QC or barrister level, please speak to us, because we would love to hear your opinion on our evidence that we've produced. We've amassed a great amount of evidence, and we'll ask you to help us. You can communicate with us at www.bridgeparkcomplex.com, www.bridgeparkcomplex.com. Email us at info@bridgeparkcomplex.com, and you can donate or support us in www.gofundme.com/BridgePark. So www.gofundme.com/BridgePark. My name is Jay Maston. I thank you for all you could give us, all the help you have, because we will prevail on this one, because it is our legacy. Thank you very much.